swept up in today's independent music.
Good morning, everyone. In case it's not morning or yet, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm your host, Anthony Longhair Leclair, and I'm joined by my fabulous co-host, the marvelous Marla the Mouse McHardy.
What's up, everybody?
And my best of all friends of all time, Mr. Zach Mizzan.
What's up? How you guys doing?
I thought you were going to talk like this from now on.
No, that was before I knew that we were being
Filmed?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just going to mask my voice and sound kind of like this. And then nobody would know that it was actually me.
Do you want to put a mask on and we can reshoot?
No.
Okay.
It's not even worth it.
All right. So, we are going to be reviewing a music video today.
Yes, we are.
Which, as of today, it's actually not technically released, but by the time you're seeing us say that today it's not released, it'll be the day that it's released. So today, you get to enjoy the debut of Hot Lips' new single, Cry Wolf. Which is a kick-ass song. I showed it to Marla this morning.
It is. I'm very excited about this song. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, I guess you've seen the video too.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but Zach hasn't.
This is going to be the first time. This is almost like a reaction video. So
It is.
That's, yeah, straight up. That's what this is.
it's going to be pretty good, yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm gonna hype it up, honestly.
Yeah?
I'm gonna hype up my reactions, I think.
Cool.
Okay?
All right.
You ready?
Like, you haven't even seen the video and,
Not yet.
And your reaction's like, oh!
I'm gonna be like, holy shit!
Good. Oh,
Just
then start seizing? Like, fucking... Okay.
And like the dramatic head turns, you know?
Yeah.
And just whatever have you, you know?
Don't let your grandma watch this video.
What?
You just, like, start falling into the power, and it's like...
Jesus Christ compels you.
Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, Hot Lips is a kick-ass Toronto-based band.
I can't with you right now. Okay, go on.
No, they're awesome. They've supported Rob Zombie before, which is fucking kick-ass.
That's really cool.
They've supported Swollen Members, which I guess is cool.
Swollen members, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you care about that, but like Rob Zombie's better. But anyway, that's kick-ass. Because I love doing no, wait until after we're done watching it, because I can't bring up my musical orgy thing until you've seen it. Every time we do an episode or I do a review, I always say like if this musician and this musician and this musician all came together and had like some big musical fuck fest, it would create like this artist or this song.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I have some ideas here, but
Me too.
But yes, you do. So I'll wait till after the fact.
Cool. Do you get into specifics of how?
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll break it down. This is a music video review, so yeah.
Okay. No, I asked, do you get into the specifics of this person and this person
Yeah.
and this person?
Yeah, well, we
and
break
how
down
they
the-
actually like...
What happens
Yeah,
in the
oh
musical
yeah,
orgy?
like bent over and
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
like
like what
leg
kind of
up
stuff,
and
like
yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of stuff they
Like,
do, do you
ooh!
think?
Yeah,
Like, woo!
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, so that's right up your alley.
Correct. You gotta know these things.
Right up that musical
You gotta-
alley.
You gotta actually...
That's
think
always
about
producing the
these
bass notes, if you know what I mean. All right, here we go.
Always play the victim card. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by a seed of doubt. Everything is everyone else's fault. You, shadowed by
is Cry Wolf by Hot
Love
Lips.
it. I love it.
What's that?
Oh man.
What's that over there?
What's
Can you
that?
see that?
Is that, is
What-
that,
what-
is that
what-
Goosebumps?
Goosebumps.
Is that what
Is
that
that
is?
Goosebumps?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was really, really well done. I think I really like the fact that it seems very modernized, like their sort of I guess take on the song is very modernized, and a lot of people that like maybe even from like younger generations would even be able to appreciate a song like that. The bass line is killer, the vocals are killer. They navigate through just the musical theory very, very well, and it's just something that you can really lose yourself into. I think it's really, really well done. The fact that they have like a female vocalist as well is really nice. She has a very like unique voice, almost like
Yeah.
haunting. Right?
Yeah, I love her voice though.
It's
Like,
insanely good.
yeah, and not gonna lie, her voice is kind of sexy. Like
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. Yeah, like it's kind of sexy.
Like the bass line is
Yeah.
real solid.
When you say modernized, like their take on the song, what do you like? How do you?
Compare it to something like I don't know, Breaking Benjamin. It has almost like a sound like that, like with the guitars and the bass line and stuff like that. It's very just like, it's not trying to be 80s or 70s. Or,
Oh, okay, I see what you mean now.
You know what I mean?
It's today.
It's today. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying
So
to be,
that makes me think, or that brings me back to my whole musical orgy scenario. So dig into that. Why not? So my feeling of this song, I guess specifically the song with this band, because this is the first thing I had heard of Hot Lips, and guaranteed I'm going to be hearing a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Cause
Oh, me
really
too.
good.
I can't wait to look up more
Yeah.
of their music.
They have 2 other EPs, so links in the description below to find out their music, find out where you can get to their music, I should say. But musical orgy, if let's say Evanescence, 9 Inch Nails, and Morrissey, I guess like the Smiths overall. I don't know why I just said Morrissey, but like, so the Smiths, 9 Inch Nails, Evanescence. Did I throw anyone else in there earlier?
I think you didn't you throw in like, did you say Depeche Mode or
No,
Not
but
Depeche
no,
Mode.
because you mentioned Muse, and I said
mentioned Muse,
and I said
yeah.
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears? Yeah.
So yeah, so take all of those together. I hear the Muse a whole lot more this
Yeah,
time
no,
around.
I definitely
and
hear
closer in the
Muse in
beginning,
there.
I heard
Yeah.
it because in the vocal effects is
Yeah.
where I was hearing it.
That's what I was hearing, as well as the vocals remind me of Muse, kind of.
So if you took all those musicians together and they all like got together in like a very confined space and they had nothing else to do but, you know, just vigorously musically fuck. That's this.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of like 30 Seconds from Mars vibes in there too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? And it's just, it was really good. It's definitely like a song that I would definitely throw onto like an iPhone to be like walking to work every day and listening to and putting it in like a playlist or whatnot. It's not something that's like, oh, that's pretty good, but you know, I'll listen to it now and just never come back to it. It's one of those things where it's
So you just want to make sure I send you this episode so you can find it again?
well, I can just look. Can't I just look it up and be like Cry Wolf and bam?
Well, you can't right now because technically it's not out. But on the day of this release, you'll be able to, which is the first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is when this video is out, which is today.
Yeah, but I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you on that one though. This song has so much re-listenability to me. Like I'm sitting here, like I heard it this morning, I heard it now. I'm definitely gonna listen to it again and again and again and again. Like
yeah, it's
yeah.
because that's the thing. Like when you hear bands a lot, like local bands, let's just say, or something like that, it's just like it's nice to listen to them. But then it's not like you're going to be downloading their songs onto your iPhone or anything like that. But for sure, it's like this is something that you could definitely be like, oh, I'm going to download this, listen to this, and get lost in whatever like imagination that that comes with the song. However, the music video, like
let's dig in.
I feel as though they need someone to like make their music videos, kind of, because it did seem like kind of
Like, well, you gotta definitely explain that because this is the music video review. So explain what means to
like
Mr.
it just sort of like me. It didn't really tell too much of a story. There was just like, sure, like you could interpret it one way or another. Like you saw the lead singer in a corner sort of like tearing down like the walls or whatever else, sure. But it's just like, I feel like if you got someone to be able to create a music video to that song, I feel like it could be a much more powerful song if it told more of a story than just like the bandmates playing and then her in the corner sort of tearing down the walls kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it could be like off the top of my head, like the story of somebody going through anxiety or depression or whatever it's all about, you know, and then just like showing like how they go to school or how they go to college and how they come home and when they phone a friend or whatever, like the interactions between them sort of thing while this song's playing. And then when it gets to the crescendo of the song, he could be tearing down stuff in his room and stuff like that, same thing as the lead singer or whatever. It just send a much more powerful message and just be like, whoa, that's definitely something to remember kind of thing. At least that's my opinion.
What did you interpret of the video when you watched it?
That's the thing. It's just the band members playing their instruments, and then sort of like there was a little bit of something that I could see when she was like in the corner feeling like she's trapped or she's backed into a corner or something like that, and she was giving a lot of expression. You know, she's giving a lot of expression, a lot of like body language and stuff like that, but I feel like it'd be so much more powerful and so much clearer of a message if it told a story. It could be with them acting through the story, or it could be somebody else, a friend of theirs, and then they could play a story out and sort of figure something out there.
What about the two guys shit kicking in the corner at the end, towards the end of the video?
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Were you watching the video?
I was just so lost in the song, I just didn't even see shit kicking. Like, what the hell is that?
Well, then
The guy was like pounding on the wall.
Well, yeah,
there are
like,
two guys standing there in the corner together, like kicking at the floor.
Sure.
You don't even remember the video then, so like...
Well, I mean, like, she was
grain of salt here, everybody. Like,
she was tearing... Yeah, at that
she
point...
tore down the poster that was on the
Sure,
wall.
and then they're kicking the wall. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like, okay.
I don't think they're kicking the wall. I think... So, because you don't see her in the corner when they're doing that. So, from what I gleaned from the title of the song / the chorus in the song... and her being in this room alone for the whole time, and then suddenly there are two guys there, and she's no longer there in frame, and they're kicking at the floor. My thought was she cried wolf one too many fucking times, and they're just lacing it to her, saying, well, this is what you fucking get. You know what I mean? Like, she cried wolf, no one's coming to help, two people show up, they're the big bad wolves, they're having their time now, because no one gives a fuck about what she has to say anymore. That's what I gleaned. That's just from seeing that. I will make one criticism about the kicking, though. If that's what was meant to be interpreted, and I don't know this for sure, so we'll find out, I'm sure, after they watch this and are like, dude, you suck at interpreting our video, like, you should probably find another job, but we don't get paid to do this, so we probably should. But regardless, if that's the way it was meant to be interpreted, I think they should be looking down at the thing they're kicking. Because otherwise it did kind of look like they were just looking at the wall and then lacing something on the floor, is what it looked like to me. And I was just like, why aren't you looking at the person you're kicking? Because that would give more of a connection to what I thought was happening in the video.
Yeah, I had an interesting interpretation of the video, because for me, it wasn't necessarily about, like, the, kicking at a person specifically.
Right,
but
yeah, that's
to me, it was more... an escape from the actual space itself.
Correct.
Like,
yeah.
what I interpreted.
Correct. Fuck you. You didn't even glean that from the definition of the video.
But no, what I was thinking when I saw that video was the attack on the space itself, like the wanting to escape from that confined area. So pounding on the walls, kicking at the floor, tearing down the posters. So it wasn't necessarily like directed at a specific entity, as it was more the room, in my opinion. See, I kind of like that, though.
Go ahead.
Yeah, to me, I really liked the music video, personally. I thought it was great, and I am always a huge fan of music videos that focus on the band itself. And I mean, like, there are definitely exceptions to that rule. Like, there's certain music videos that I've seen that have nothing to do with the band singing it, but it's all just cinematic. And that's really cool, and it works sometimes, but, I mean, for me, some of my favorite music videos are ones that really incorporate the band, and they really did that with this one, and I like that a lot, so.
Yeah. I would buy your interpretation of the video if that's what you guys were thinking, what Marla decided the video was about, because we have 3 different stories right now. Well, you're just sort of gravitating to hers after just saying that you didn't glean a story from it, and now you're like, yeah, correct, what she said.
I thought
It's
I thought the story was obvious that they're trying to break free or tear down whatever insecurities.
But I asked what you thought about the story, what you got from it, and you were like, what?
Well, there was like 10 seconds of it, them kicking the wall and her tearing down the posters. The rest of it was just them playing their instruments, right?
Okay. So I would, if that's what the actual interpretation was meant to be, I would buy that if the drummer was using a drumstick or his drumsticks to try and like poke holes in the wall. If the guitarist or the bassist, I realize this is not a thing everyone has the budget to do, but like even if you just had like a shit thing you could get at Walmart or whatever, like a guitar that you're trying to put through the wall, like, or even if you just like frame it like they're lifting to go hit the wall and then it cuts to someone else hitting at the wall, then I'd get it, because then it seems like the band is trying to escape, right? But the rest of the band in the video seems separate to me. They're in the house, but they seem separate to me from the singer. And it seems when the 2 guys show up and start kicking, it's in that area and she's no longer there. And what they're kicking at is out of frame. So that's where I was getting that from. And if it is the band trying to escape, then I would like to see like a significant, like, oh, this is this band member. I know this because this is their instrument that they're about to swing at the wall. And then it cuts before obviously they damage their instruments, because that would be, break my heart. And then, you know, because she's not, I guess she could beat it with the microphone, but to me, the singer is the character who's cried wolf. I know she's singing "You Cry Wolf," like I realize that, so she could be singing about someone else. But given that it is the band in the video, that's what it seemed to me. That was the story I got. So we all got kind of. You both have a variant of the same, and then I have a totally different take on it, so which is cool. So there you go. So I guess as you said at the very beginning, it is really open to interpretation. So I know you would rather more through-line story. What I will say, though, having just glanced over the interview that I just did with them via email, and I guess I already kind of knew because they had explained sort of what the video was about, or what the song was about. It seems to me that because it's all about, you know, someone just blaming other people, and then shit finally catches up with them kind of idea, and them having to take account for their own shit. The way that it's done, where it's all dark and a corner, and they're like singled out. Like I don't think you see any of the musicians while they're playing their instruments playing together any one time. I think they're always separate. The drummer is always separate. The guitar player, the bass player, the singer are always separate when they're performing, like when they're literally playing the song. And then the strobe effect does give this sense of like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Mm-hmm. You know, like, do you remember Fright Nights at St. Mary's?
Yeah.
Did you ever bother going to those?
Yeah.
Because, okay, but I know that you don't like horror shit, so whatever.
Yeah,
but like,
Fright Nights, yeah.
But like, did you go through like the haunted house?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So like, there was always like this section with the strobe, and like, there'd be mannequins standing there, and then like they'd slightly move, but you'd be like, did they move? Because you can't really tell because of the flashing lights, you know what I mean? And then you couldn't tell that the wall was right fucking there, and you'd stand, you know, kind of thing. So it's like that effect of just like, the walls are closing in, you don't know, like, up is down, fuck is right, you know, and like, all the things in between. Yeah, anyway, I'm just blabbing at this point, but I thought that was very interesting an interesting way to shoot, especially, I assume, on a low budget, not because of necessarily the quality of the video, but I mean, like, that's how I would shoot a video, because the less money you can spend on a video, the more money the more money you can spend on producing your music, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That's
It's good.
I love the song. I like the video. I personally think it's great. I'm definitely gonna listen to that song again. Absolutely.
Yeah, since we've all given our stories about the video, the song, we all just said it's fucking awesome, it's a great song. So, the constant makes me think. So first of all, when you said Breaking Benjamin, I was like, aha, that's where you were thinking Breaking Benjamin, and then you said, and the guitars there and all that kind of stuff. It was like that sort of sense. I was like, yeah, so I get that, but that was the part that was making me think Nine Inch Nails, because it sounded sort of synthy, so it was like industrial music, and they're technically an electro-grunge rock band, whatever.
Yeah, I was definitely getting that from them.
And that's like, yeah, that same...
Yeah, that like real kind of like industrial rock kind of sound.
But that also made me think of The Smiths, which is the song I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
The name of which escapes me, but it's... Anyway, the lyrics are, I am the sun, I am the air. Like, not the sun, but like the guy's son and heir, right? But anyway... great song, and that has the same sort of kind of thing. And Evanescence, I mean, she doesn't have like an Amy Lee, she's not all the fuck way up here voice, but like
it's that,
but she's got power, and it's kind of an epic song.
She's a haunting voice.
Yeah, it's that really strong female vocal that to me, like the first thing I thought of when she started singing was, oh my god, this makes me think of Evanescence, and it's a combination of. For me, it was a combination of the music and her voice, but it's like she's really got that really wicked strong female vocal, which I love. And so that's what sort of brought that to me. But the music itself kind of reminds me, it sort of sits somewhere between that like industrial rock and like that kind of like pop punk style. So that's what really made me think of those two artists for sure. I like it.
The other one that I realized initially when we were talking this morning, it wasn't that you mentioned Muse and then I mentioned Tears for Fears. It was Evanescence, Paramore, Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, the Paramore.
And
Once
the
again,
Smiths.
with the strong female vocal, yeah.
It's definitely, I guess it's going on all of our playlists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's one of those, yes, again, like I said, it's one of those songs that you can literally put on and just, like, picture, like, I don't know, events, and then, like, you sort of going through the motions of a day or an event happening through your day to the sound of that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh yeah, like when I get to work and this sort of happens or whatever, this is how I'm gonna react because this is what this song's making.
All right, you're like you know driven, what I mean? So it's like when that asshole says this thing to me, I'm coming at them with this. Yeah. You got the fire with it. Yeah.
Or whatever, right? And it's just like, not that song is very like an aggressive song. But it's like one of those songs where it's just like it really has you think of just a lot of different things, and it's just like, oh yeah, like wouldn't that be a fun song to do karaoke to or something like that? You know what I mean?
I'm sure they're cringing from you saying that, but yeah, I mean that's possible.
Just random. I'm just saying random things that you may think of it when you listen to songs. I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah, it's awesome, and I'm very quickly building a list of Canadian music that goes into my regular road tripping list slash grave digging list / doing workout list, whatever. There's some great Canadian rock, metal, grunge stuff going on there. So thank you, Hot Lips, for this amazing song. Thank you, Hot Lips, for last night. And
oh yeah.
Sorry,
You're
Mom.
funny.
Love you, Mom.
You're funny.
All right. So yeah, that's Hot Lips, Cry Wolf, and I just love the way that it's like the whole thing is about insecurity and about blaming everyone else and tra la la, and the whole time I'm thinking about the song and listening to the song, I'm just like, let's fucking go, right? I don't even think about like, I don't think about being closed off. I think about opening up, which I imagine is their point, is trying to reverse the effects of something like that and just like exploding outward, which is something I do whenever I can.
Yeah.
Wrap it up? Is that what you're doing? Is that what that is? Like, go on.
No, I'm not even going to make a comment on that last one.
Oh, you're just saying pass. Okay.
I pass, yeah.
All right.
Taking the hard pass.
Well, yeah. All right, well, that's... I don't know if we can get a copyright claim on that, but...
Well, we're not getting this... Yeah, we're just doing...
No, I meant on the audio.
I was just saying, that is not even close enough to get a copyright claim on the coffin dance.
You'd be amazed at the shit we've got copyright claims on, man. So anyway, Hot Lips, awesome Toronto band. good old Canadian grunge rockers, electro-grunge rockers.
Go check them out.
Is that what their title?
Hot Lips?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're electro-grunge band, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What would you...
Off that song, like, I don't even know. Definitely, I wouldn't have considered it grunge. Whatever Breaking Benjamin is, or whatever...
So
whatever
like
30 Seconds to Mars is.
So like alt 2000s,
yeah,
like melodic rock.
Yeah, it had really good melody. That's why I was so into it, because that was it. It had a really nice melody to it that you could lose yourself into.
Well, you heard it here, guys. I guess you're changing your genre. But yeah, thank you so much for this music. Thank you guys for tuning in, and send us your music next. When the next piece comes out.
Absolutely.
And everyone, if you're looking to find the music beyond just our rip of the video and whatnot, then links in the description down below. I'm not telling you to...
Links right here.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No.
I guess we'll see you guys later.
That's how we do a show.
Peace up.
Peace up.
A-Town.
Swept Media. Get swept up in today's independent music.
We do like 5 seconds of a song, and it's like, it does not sound exactly like... There were a couple of... There was some Bowie stuff.
Yeah, there was some Bowie stuff that was like, oh, it sounds like Bowie live and this thing, and you were like, I don't know whether to be annoyed or flattered by this.
I was kind of like, thank you, but also...
Fuck you.
I'm trying to monetize this, so fuck off.
Yeah.
But yeah,